Esta es una peña.
Por eso le dice Oroncoyo, Oroncoyope. Ah, es
el último.
El último, lo que está parece Chicompampo. ¿Eso dónde está? Hay que crearle acá también. Pues.
Debe estar acá nomás. Chicompapao, pero ya fijamos.
Yanesha yapa o achu yukchawanan y chotien puñanes yapa makaye ya makayo no okriye yapa yanesha kai yapa yanesha y ellos cate un por yanesha yapa y lo que te llame niño inchi pana ya spinches ora pa trae y pasó na pues ne gracias tenía no pa yasha ya lo mar ya
Durante los últimos 40 años, el 80% de los Yanesha formamos comunidades y establecimos nuestra organización, la Federación de Comunidades Nativas Yanesha FECONAYA. Mediante ella, hemos reclamado al Estado peruano la titulación de nuestras tierras. Hoy en día hay unas 1.400 familias Yanesha en 35 comunidades nativas, ubicadas en las provincias de Chanchamayo, en la región de Junín, Oxapampa en la región de Pasco y Puerto Inca en la región de Huánuco. Asimismo, existen unas 400 familias más que viven dispersas tanto dentro de la misma zona como en centros urbanos cercanos a ella y en Lima.
For the Yanesha people, the natural landscape and the geographical territory are essential aspects of their life and their identity. The landscape provides for their daily sustenance and is also their pharmacy. The territory is the place of their ancestors and the setting of their history. The two together, natural landscape and geographical territory, constitute their historical cultural space. The Yanesha preserve a very extensive body of oral histories, dealing with their ancestors and their relation with their historical cultural space.
Cuando los pedimos, los abuelos nos cuentan cómo se originó nuestro mundo y todo lo que hay en él. Nos cuentan que ha sido transformado varias veces por ancestros poderosos y también cómo nuestros antepasados perdieron la oportunidad de convertirse en un pueblo inmortal. También nos cuentan que nuestros chamanes poderosos pelearon contra males y enemigos que también habitaban la tierra.
En los años 70,
in the 1970s, with the young people from the Yanesha Cultural Center, we began to document Yanesha geography. The idea was to produce and use maps to affirm the history of the people and to back their territorial claims. Although we made progress, the effort remained incomplete.
In the year 2000, on the basis of an agreement with FECONAYA, this work was taken up again, thanks to the collaboration between the Yanesha specialist, Espíritu Bautista, and the anthropologist, Richard J. Smith of the Instituto del Bien Común. For carrying out this task, the new computerized Geographic Information Systems technology was used, which was very useful for organizing the extensive body of data and for composing maps. Also, they had the support of several dozens of Yanesha, especially elders, who helped to recover and protect the names and histories of thousands of places and geographical elements.
Para el trabajo de campo, hicimos visitas de 2 a 3 semanas a ciertos sectores, acompañados por los mayores que conocían esa zona. Utilizamos hojas topográficas oficiales, así como grandes mapas, borradores, producidos por nosotros mismos.
On these latter maps, they mark down the locations and place names of mountains, boulders, rivers, lakes, and ancient trails. Also, the location of temples, towns, and places where battles had taken place. The sites of the powerful ancestors and their feats were recorded along with the places where the ancestors rose up into the sky, where an ancestor was turned into a stone or where he or she hid in a mountain. Apart from this, the geographical coordinates taken by satellite with a small instrument called GPS were written down in a notebook. In case one of the participants knew a story associated with one of these sites, this was then recorded.
De retorno a la ciudad y frente
Back in the city and at the computers, the information gathered was entered into a database using a program put together by the Institute especially for the Yanesha.
específicamente para los Yanesha. Mediante el software SIG,
Using GIS software, we entered the coordinates gathered onto a digital map
y luego estos
and then connected them to the database.
conectados a una base de datos.
En verdad es un trabajo tedioso y hay que tener mucha paciencia. Hasta el momento ya se encuentra mapeado gran parte del espacio histórico-cultural Yanesha. Y en la base de datos existen más de 5.000 elementos mapeados.
The mapping shows the cultural and sacred nature of the landscape for the Yanesha people. The mountains, cliffs, large rocks, and rivers are creations made by acts of heroic transformation carried out by powerful ancestors. This is the case of our grandfather Achanquel. Other geographic elements reveal places where the ancestors disappeared into an invisible world. This is the case of Lake Porromno. At the insistence of many of the elders, visits were made to the highlands of Tarma, La Oroya, and Yauli. From these visits, the strong links of the Yanesha with the Andean zone and the Pacific coast were revealed. It is becoming clear that the history of the Yanesha took place within a much larger space that had been imagined, an historical cultural space that extended over both slopes of the Andes Mountains, from the Amazonian plain to the Pacific Ocean.
Para nosotros como Yanesha nos queda un gran reto conservar nuestra historia e enseñarla a nuestros hijos y nietos, recordar y honrar a nuestros ancestros con cantos y danzas y proteger los lugares donde están escondidos.
Soksha meta muena ne mone rishasma alyo chepa aksha mya chonche ye sha cherwer siato aye ya